You may be seated. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Desert Edge School graduation ceremony for the Day Reporting Centers. I'm Lucy Gonzalez, Principal, RCOE, and this is Randy Kovacevic. Where'd you go? There you are. Administrator, RCOE. I'm pleased to welcome you all to this 2023 graduation ceremony and to express our gratitude for your presence at today's celebration of the achievements of our graduates. We also recognize those parents, family, friends, significant others, educators, and the community who have surrounded our graduates with unwavering support. Commencement means beginning, and we look at this graduation as a new beginning from the end of formal education to the education in life. Please stand as the Leadership Military Academy Color Guard present the flag under the direction of Captain Joe Vines. This will be followed by Sierra Lindstrom from the Riverside Day Reporting Center leading us in the Pledge of Allegiance.
Left. One guard. Hold. Present. Color.
Hello, everybody. Place your right hand over your heart. Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you.
Carry. Color. Mark time. March. Right. Forward. March.
Please be seated. Thank you, Captain Vines and cadets, for a beautiful tribute. I'd like to acknowledge several distinguished guests who are with us today. Please hold your applause until all dignitaries have been introduced. It's my privilege to introduce the Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Edwin Gomez. I'm pleased to introduce members of the Riverside County Board of Education, President Barbara Hale, Vice President Ray Coach Curtis, Member Jamie Aspeta Sachs, Member Bruce Dennis, and Member Ben Johnson. Your presence, support, and leadership are greatly appreciated. Please join me in welcoming Dr. Ruth Perez, Riverside County Office of Education Deputy Superintendent. I'm pleased to acknowledge the members of the Superintendent's Cabinet. Please stand. Thank you. Next, I'd like to acknowledge and introduce our administrative team from Alternative Education. Riverside County Assistant Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Charles Newman. Executive Director, Alternative Education, Dr. Deanna McCarty. And from Riverside County Probation, Chief Probation Officer, Christopher Wright. And the Riverside County Probation Department Executive Team, please stand. Welcome, thank you for being here with us. Okay. Please join me in recognizing staff from the Riverside Day Reporting Center. Staff, please stand. Yay. Please join me in recognizing staff from the Temecula Day Reporting Center. Temecula Day Reporting Center staff, please stand. Thank you so much. And please join me in recognizing staff from the Indio Day Reporting Center. Thank you all so much for being here. And from RCOE, teachers Jonathan Hess, Lionel Castro, and Patrick Healy. Thank you for your dedication and extraordinary service.
At this time, I'd like to invite Dr. Edwin Gomez, Riverside County Superintendent of Schools, to share a few special remarks.
Well, good afternoon to everyone. Such an honor to be here today, and great to see our students, great to see all the achievements that you've accomplished. So let's give our students a big round of applause today. So we all recognize that our students have really undergone a journey of challenges, adversity, optimism, hope, navigating the issues of life, but once again, the wonderful testimony that all of you possess, which you embrace and uphold, is the fact that you have tenacity. You have that courage, you have that resiliency, you have this determination about you, which is why you're here this afternoon. This is why you have your family, your friends, your teachers, your supporters, your coaches, who are all here because of you. And so let's give our parents and loved ones a big round of applause today as well for your support. So my message this afternoon is very, very simple. There was a wonderful poem that was written a few years ago by Denise Ellis, and the poem was called The Dash. And I thought, for me, this poem really, truly resonated with me. It really spoke not only to my mind, but it spoke to my heart. And basically, the premise of The Dash, and we all know this, when you go to a funeral, when you hear the eulogy that's usually carried forth by a minister, they usually express the date of which that person was born, and then they will say the date of when that person passed away. And what Ellis basically states in her poem is that the most important thing in your life is not necessarily when you're born, it's not necessarily when you die, but it's the dash. That's the most important thing that really, really matters at the end of everything, is what did you do with the time that you had here on this earth? What contributions did we make to humanity? What lives did you touch with those around you? Did we have a heart of compassion? Did we have a heart filled with faith? And once again, that resiliency, that determination, as I see all of you here this afternoon, which I believe embodies all of you. And so, for me, when I really think about that poem, I just think about, for me, what difference am I going to make in the lives of others? And right now, you're at the precipice of starting a new chapter in your lives, and you may wonder the same thing. What is the impact that I will make to my community? Will I achieve the dreams that I have? Will I live life to the fullest of my potential? And we're here to tell you this afternoon that you will. Why? Because we believe in you. You've come this far to be successful, to really receive your diploma. We believe in you. Everyone in this room has the utmost faith in all of you, and we believe that by being here this afternoon, you're a testament to the goal of public education. You competed against mediocrity. You overcame challenging circumstances, opposition, and even negative mindsets, so that you can make a successful life for yourselves. And so, as I'm concluding my thoughts today, once again, the most important thing that we should live up to is live up to the dash. And we believe in you. We thank you for everything that you've done. And congratulations to the DRC class of 2023. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Dr. Gomez. At this time, I'd like to invite Barbara Hale, President, Riverside County Board of Education, to share a few special remarks.
Hi, good afternoon. Ooh, loud microphone. Thank you for having me today, and it's an honor and a privilege to speak with you. And as I read that right now, because I wrote it before, I thought, well, you guys didn't have a choice. Here I am, and you get to listen to me. But I have good news. Out of the 7 county board members, I give the shortest speeches, so you're safe. As I thought about what I was going to say, I felt compelled to tell you that 7 years ago when I was first elected to this job, this was the best graduation. When you hear the student stories coming out of this program, they're inspiring. And I'm just in awe of the courage and the grit and the resilience that I see in each one of you graduates. You're now role models, and I hope you know that. I think you're role models because in today's world, we hear a lot about blame and fault instead of focusing on solutions and progress. And whatever circumstances brought you to be in this program, you've addressed them. And you've solved the problems, and you've straightened out whatever decisions you made before, and you removed obstacles. And you've clearly made good choices, otherwise you wouldn't be here today. I missed my spot here. You're going to make plenty of mistakes, and that's okay, because by finishing this program, you've shown that you know how to handle that. You make your decisions, you accept your consequences, good or bad, you learn your lessons, and then you get right back to progressing. We're all here to encourage and support you, and congratulations in achieving this goal. Congratulations, graduates.
Thank you, President Hale. It is a pleasure to invite Chief Probation Officer Christopher Wright, who showed continuous support to the DRCs, to say a few words.
Unfortunately, she might be the shortest, but I'm going to be the longest. I like to talk, so just be prepared. No, all seriousness, hello, my name is Christopher H. Wright, Chief of Probation for the Riverside County Probation Department. Because of my former background, I see a lot of things from the sports perspective. If any of you have ever ran track and field, you can relate to running hurdles. Often it's that first hurdle that is so hard to get over. It looks challenging. It appears to be difficult to get over, and often you get scared about what's ahead of you. As the race starts, you immediately think to yourself, am I winning? What about the 9 other hurdles ahead of me? And lastly, what happens if I fall? As I look amongst the graduates today, I know that you've all felt similar feelings when taking on the challenges to obtain a high school diploma or GED. I know you have faced obstacles, challenges, and hurdles to get to this day. Be proud that throughout this journey, you were able to get over your fears. You were able to get over the real-life challenges and execute your plan all the way to the finish line. For today, I want each graduate to be proud of yourselves and your fellow graduates. Congratulate each other and share the memories of this journey with your family and friends. Moving forward, always remember to set your goals high and dream the impossible. Remember, there's nothing in life you can't accomplish if you set your mind to it. In this crowd, we may have a future lawyer, doctor, politician, or even a probation chief. Remember, the possibilities are endless. And congrats, graduates. You have made it to the first hurdle and the hardest hurdle. As you wake up tomorrow, I want every graduate in this room to pledge to get to the finish line. You will have bumps in the road and challenges similar to what you have already faced. Remember what it took to get to this point and fight off the temptation of one last party. Fight off the feeling of not being good enough. When somebody gets in the ways of your goals, just remember they cannot stop you from getting across that finish line. To the families and loved ones who are here today, please continue to be there for support. We need a good support group just in case we hit a hurdle and we fall. Help them get back up. And remember, a family that supports, prays, and works together stays together. Lastly, I would like to say a special thanks to the great administrators, teachers, probation staff, and great personnel working at the DRCs. It takes a village, and your professionalism, hard work, and dedication is obvious in the number of graduates we have here today. Without your support, this could not be possible. Thank you so much for your service. To the DRC class of 2023, congratulations, and remember your journey has just begun. Remember, no hurdle is too high, no race is too long, and set your goals and do not stop till you cross your own personal finish line. Thank you, and just know we're all proud of you. Thank you.
At this time, I'd like to invite student Shaquan Gaddis from the Indio DRC to say a few words.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Shaquan Gaddis. This has been a long journey for me. I came from a rough neighborhood, growing up in San Bernardino, being raised by a single mom along with my younger brother. We're making the best out of where we were, but I learned at a very young age, good times just don't last long. My mother made some bad choices, and one of the results ended up in an abusive environment. During those times, I played football to keep me from being at home. I tried to get rid of the anger out on the field. However, like I said before, good times don't last long. Things still were not good for me. I eventually moved with my grandparents out. I eventually moved with my grandparents at the age of 14. They wanted me to attend Indio High School. However, I went to attend La Quinta High School because to me, it was like Saved by the Bell, our Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. So that meant I just wanted to play football and party. I ended up finishing my freshman year with only 10 credits. This was my grandparents' furious, including my teachers and coaches. So for the next 2 years after that, I attended continuation school with the goal of catching up on my credits. I was soon finding out the door was closing on me quickly. During this time, I was given an opportunity to drive to school in a Mercedes only to stop attending school because the car was getting keyed and damaged. I'm saying this because the real reason was I was somewhat sabotaging the situation of me attending school and completing it. The first reason was easier to say, but by the time my junior year arrived, I found myself dropped out of school, partying and drinking heavily. At 16 years old, I felt like I knew everything. That's when a dark, long tunnel was presented, and including DUIs, firearms, drugs, living a street life, and in and out of jail. I was talking to Mr. Castro the other day, and I was telling him how I was going to close this door, especially after the loss of my mother, grandmother, and my mother-in-law to COVID. I had too much going on with me to even deal with the school. However, something within me and my grandmother kept saying, "Don't close this door, Shaquan, not this one." So I finally found myself on probation attending AA meetings, and of course, at the DRC, at the Indio DRC. So when education was offered to me, I took it. I took it, and I decided to walk through this positive door. In closing, I'd like to first thank my grandparents, especially my grandmother. I'm standing here to tell you that your prayers was answered. I truly thank you for that. I would also like to thank my girlfriend for always standing by my side. And last, I would like to thank the DRC, especially Mr. Castro, for showing me that positive door. I'm not coming here with a suit and tie on to tell you a successful story. I still don't know what lies ahead of me. I still don't know what life has in store for me. But today is a new chapter in our lives. So let's walk through this door together and see what other opportunities lie ahead of us. So congratulations to everyone graduating today, because you did it. We did it. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, Mr. Gaddis. That was wonderful. At this time, I'd like to invite student Corey Williams from the Riverside DRC to say a few words.
Hello. Oh, shit. Hello, my name is Corey Williams. I first want to say what an honor it is to be standing in front of you today. A big part of my success is owed to some of the caring people at the Riverside Day Reporting Center, the The probation, education, and education staff at the center taught and encouraged and helped me regain the belief in myself that I almost forgot I had. Over the past few years, I have made some very poor decisions that led to life of incarceration. It was during this time that I realized I had not only let myself down, but also my two sons that were looking to me for guidance. While I realized that my journey will continue to have setbacks, my resilience and grit will help me overcome what obstacles are in my way. I now realize that I have what it takes to succeed. It truly is what you overcome in life that builds real character, and I will try to live that message from now on. It is this next chapter of my life that I want my sons to see. I want them to see me attending college and becoming the best version of myself. Earning my GED is an important first step in becoming the man I want to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Williams. We really appreciate you making that speech today. And now I would like to invite student Renee Addison from the Temecula DRC to say a few words.
Hello everyone, my name is Renee. I am very happy to be here to celebrate with everyone our successes. To be completely honest, I never thought I would be standing here. As a teenager, I fell in with the wrong crowd, initiating a chain of events that would alter my life in more ways than I could have ever imagined. I started caring more about fitting in, which led to the start of the partying aspect of life. It was not good for my education. I attended a continuation high school and almost finished my diploma, but ended up dropping out. I was disappointed, but everyone is presented with different roads, and sometimes your biggest failures lead to your biggest rewards. And I've come to that conclusion, and I'm blessed to see that now. It's weird how life is like that. I married young and had 4 children, putting my career goals and aspirations on the back burner. I spent the next years focused on being a mother and a wife. They were a blessing and rebalanced me. Being a mother was and is everything to me. But in other parts of my life, I was dealing with the effects of trying to survive narcissistic abuse and the unhealthy coping mechanisms of addiction. Over time, my choices led to arrests, convictions, and jail time. Some others in this room know what that is like. Sometimes I would make jokes that I wish I had a GoPro camera on so others could see the environments and moments that I went through while I was drowning in alcohol and addiction as a single mom. I didn't know who I was. After many starts and stops, I discovered a new path in life that radically shifted my perspective on my situation. I've learned that the justice system is really kind of beautiful, that they give us so many chances after we've made so many mistakes, that it's if you stop and take the time to reflect back on yourself, there are advantages to being a criminal in our system. If you have humbleness in your character, you can turn yourself around, and I took advantage of what there was to offer, and I've come out for the better. One of the opportunities I took advantage of is available at the Temecula Day Reporting Center that Senior P.O. Dixon leads. The students are required to check in with probation officers. They have access to a wide variety of additional services, including education. My teacher was Jonathan Hess, and he works for the Riverside County Office of Education, and he helped me and believed I could do it. And as you see by me standing here today, he was right, just like the rest of you were right by you. I always believed that I could do it, and even when I was so frustrated and felt like crying, but I committed to completing my GED. And even though I didn't even have a driver's license and I had a 2-year-old daughter named Phoenix, my dad would give me rides to and from the DRC and watch Phoenix while I studied. I would like to thank him for being an awesome dad. What I've done in a year is astounding to me. I would get flustered sometimes because it was hard to study. Math was my biggest hurdle, but Mr. Hess was there for me. And on days I was going through unimaginable storms, he handed me an umbrella and helped me realize the beauty of the rain. I completed my GE in just over a year, and I'm both humbled and honored to be here to walk with all of you and the other graduates who are here today. Let's give each of us a round of applause as we did it. During this time of my life, my mindset was that there was no going back. The perseverance had to be there for me. It was a scary place I have come from, and I had to make the choice to go forward. Now I have bigger dreams that I didn't have 3 or 4 years ago, and it's all because I'm sober and clean. When I was a little girl, I dreamed of one day being a chef, but the only job I have been able to obtain has been to be a dishwasher at a local restaurant, but it's a start. When the chef called me back and offered me the job, I think a lot of people would have thought there's no way I'm going to wash those dishes because of my work history. But I have been going to work every day, and I'm so happy to scrub the dishes because I have a job. I turned scrubbing those dishes into a work of art. Now the chef is so happy to have me there, and there are more opportunities that might be available as a result of my hard work. He told me what kind of difference I've made at the restaurant, and I believe you have to look at life. I believe you have to look at life through the opportunities that could come your way and see the goals and dreams that can only come your way if you give them a chance. Lately, I've been talking with the college and career counselor about continuing my education. Ever since I received my GED, I've been tackling everything in life with a vigor and an appetite to do more. Today, I'm thinking about a PhD degree, and that's aiming for the sky. And I'm going to start with an AA or bachelor's degree. Life is a positive domino effect ever since I left treatment 2 years and 5 months ago across the street. And I want to make a difference in this world for others. I've been able to see how people have treated me in beautiful ways and not being judged. I have so much to share with people who have gone through similar things as me, that they don't have to suffer forever and they can come back from the mistakes they've made. This moment in our life is an opportunity that shouldn't be taken for granted for any of us. It's a second chance at being a good example that I never was before. You live by the example you are, and I'm not taking this second chance for granted. That's why I haven't stopped. There are so many people who don't get second chances, and I want to be wise about my life. In closing, it's all about how you look at things. You don't have to look at life like everyone's against you. For me, with my record, sometimes I just want to cry about it, but I can't. I'm choosing to look at my situation differently, to turn things around and believe in myself. We can all believe in ourselves for a brighter future, for a better tomorrow, for the hope of yesterday. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Addison, for that beautiful speech. And now I'd like to invite Dr. Deanna McCarty and Bruce Dennis to the stage.
All right, we have the best part. I am pleased to present the Desert Edge School Class of 2023 for acceptance by the Riverside County Board of Education. And I hereby certify that the students of the Desert Edge School from the Day Reporting Center Class of 2023 have completed all requirements established by the State of California and the Riverside County Board of Education for high school graduation or high school equivalency.
On behalf of Riverside County Board of Education, I am proud to accept the Desert Edge School Class of 2023 from the Day Reporting Centers.
And now I would like to invite teachers Lionel Castro and Patrick Healy to the stage. Okay, students, this is the moment that you've been waiting for, the presentation of diplomas and certificates.
Shaquan Gaddis. Corey Williams. Renee Addison. Sierra Lindstrom.
Kelsey Thomas. Michael Ortega. There you go. Noah Dunkel. Congratulations. Christian Figueroa. Congratulations. Congratulations. Jacqueline Aviluz. Andrew Castro. Raymond Ornelas. Daniel Herrera. Joseph Alonso. Your day, your day, your day. Okay, hold it back.
You may be seated, graduates. Good afternoon, buenas tardes, bienvenidos a todas las familias que están acompañándonos hoy. A special thanks to all of the families out there. Muchas gracias por apoyar a todos sus estudiantes y ahora tengo unas palabras para la clase de graduados. So, graduates, doesn't have a nice ring to it, graduate? It is a delight to be with you here today, celebrating your graduation. Completing your high school education is a crucial step that will provide more opportunities to support yourselves and your families. As you heard, I think a couple of times today, you got here today by following through and finishing something challenging. You did it with the help of your teachers and the support of your loved ones. But in the end, you did it. In following the example of Snoop Dogg, you need to congratulate and thank yourself. Go ahead, thank yourself. As the principal of this program, I'm so proud of each of you. But you should be proud of yourselves because it took focus, persistence, and faith in yourselves to get you here today. That lovely feeling that you're experiencing right now is more than just adrenaline. With the excitement of today's cheering audience, when the excitement of today's cheering audience fades away, you're going to be left with a quiet sense of accomplishment. That sense of accomplishment will help you to hold your head up a little higher than before. After the celebration, you'll be left with the knowledge that you can do hard things, good things. It's called self-efficacy, and it matters. As someone who grew up in a home that was affected by the addiction and incarceration of a beloved parent, I was protected by the self-efficacy of my other parent, who chose adult education and career education as the path to saving her family. My mother learned English at College of the Desert and completed her high school diploma and nursing program there. As it turns out, my father passed away 20 years ago yesterday as a result of addiction. But my mother is 85 plus years old, and she's going strong and continues to set an example of love, faith, and hard work. When you leave today and go forward in life, you'll encounter challenges every day, as you know. There will be temptations and tough choices. Just know that your choices do matter and will create your legacy. Let your legacy be love, sacrifice, learning, hard work, and faith in yourself. Walk in such a way that your families, especially your children, if you have any, will have you by their side as they graduate, win awards, form families, and do daily life. I hope you take time to celebrate this great accomplishment today. Celebrate responsibly, because you've earned the recognition. Congratulations, class of 2023.
Thank you, Ms. Gonzalez, for sharing your story and your words of encouragement. Ladies and gentlemen, as we recognize our graduates, we'd like for you to just remain in your seats until the graduates have exited the room. After the ceremony, we also like to invite you to enjoy refreshments in the back. The graduates will return where you can celebrate with them. Graduates, are we ready? Please stand. In keeping with the long-standing tradition, students, please move your tassels from left to right. Congratulations, you are officially graduated.